Well, Dowlen and Phelan is one of Beaumont's busiest intersections, and last night it was shut down after a deadly crash that sent a car flying into the Beaumont Heights apartment complex. That driver, Bryant Foster, was killed. 2 others were sent to the hospital. Now, Jim King, who's a local radio personality, he was able to walk away from the crash. Right now he's recovering, and he says he's lucky to be alive.
King talked with 12 News reporter James Grant about those scary moments and what residents hope the city will do to keep drivers safe.
Days, Jordan, one of the survivors of last night's fatal crash right here behind me at Dowlen and Phelan, tells me he was just riding along when all of a sudden he saw his life flash before his eyes.
Walking away from that.
Jim King says he didn't even see the other car coming right before it slammed into him Tuesday night at Dowlen and Phelan.
I just remember spinning and spinning and spinning, and the impact was just tremendous.
King says he was able to walk away from the fatal crash, but his body paid the price.
I have fractured legs underneath my knees on both legs and a broken toe. And so I'm not supposed to be on my feet for about 6 weeks.
BPD officer Haley Morrow says there have been 15 crashes so far this year at the intersection. On average, Morrow says there are a little over 30 fatal crashes each year in Beaumont. Last year, there were a record 43. So far this year, there have been 26.
Distracted driving is probably the #1 contributing factor to crashes, but also excessive speed.
Morrow says Tuesday night's fatal crash serves as a tragic reminder of the dangers of running red lights.
Every time I'm the first one at a red light, when it turns green, I wait a few seconds, and you would be surprised how many people run a red light in a school zone or in a major intersection.
Latasha Brown lives and works near the intersection of Tuesday night's crash. She says there's a history there of crashes and people driving recklessly.
Every day you see someone who's not thinking clearly, driving at an unsafe rate. It is at rate of speed. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, someone just lost a loved one.
King says while he's grateful to be alive, the accident leaves him in a tough spot.
I've got a long road ahead of me, just getting a new car now and taking care of all the insurance stuff and doctor bills.
And Officer Morrow says BPD believes that speed was a factor in last night's crash as they'll continue to look into what happened. Live in Beaumont, James Grant, 12 News.